Yes, put your hands together for Gibraltar. Yes. Where is Bethany? Inner my heart. What? What is that in English? Inner my heart. All right. All right, so we're going to have Sister Dawn coming back now, and she's going to continue with her piece. Put your hands together for Sister Dawn. Coming back. All right, Bethany, make your thing mellow, like jello. Don't worry, don't worry. It can't cool. You going to that? Oh, you're going to go, eh? The bus will leave? All right, come then. And your parents are looking for you. Your name can you go what? I'll feed the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. I should take off our shoes off holy ground.
Papi to my mother to something up. I'm going to something up. Me no say when you put on a good bandana or your black, green, and gold, we stand up and people grudge because we just look nice and so. You don't run like Miss Two or put it like Lisa Anna. Oh, we want to be like Lisa or Miss Two. We want to be like Miss Two and we roll like English phone. You know that dog? Me say, eternal Father bless our land. Father bless us so much. Oh my gosh, we have everything to be thankful for. Pa, the Noah, we liquor, but to Talawa. What a nice place to live. Sweet jam done. This was a freestyle done by yours truly, Stephanie Park. Yeah.
We're not here. People talk to themselves, and sometimes when people talk to themselves, people say them bad man. What you say, I'm not true.
Yes, I true. Them say not the talking, you're just the answer back.
Oh, it's somebody answer back.
Because if you say peer close and then we say, oh, that's a problem.
Oh, okay.
That means two somebody in the one body one time. So that talk to yourself. Because David will say, why art thou cast down, oh my soul? Oh, no, in Lord, but in the hands of God.
All right.
So, who we have next? Sister Dawn.
Yeah.
Put your hands together for Sister Dawn. She going to tell us what I won in the 1962 to 1982. You like her outfit? You see her socks there? Okay.
My granny tell me about the old time people in house, you know.
But he say don't know much about the rich people them house. Only thing she know say they always build one big old house with everything under one cover. And then use shingle to cover the roof. And then have the toilet then where you flush from overhead. And she said they always build one another little house in their yard for their maid and their yard boy. But she said no matter you see the house and big and pretty, a red dirt and white lime and rock stone and wood make them. That's what my granny said. But she said the poor man, he only could afford to build 1 or 2 rooms the most. And in God, he lang go cut the something them what the Rasta man them use and make broom, you know. And that he take and cover theme house. And he not leaking, you know. And then after that, what I do, he not making kitchen pan in house, you know. He make it beside him. He use slab and making kitchen. And then he take like old zinc and maybe the same Rastaman broom something or coconut bunker and cover it up, you know. And he make one firewall in the kitchen with stone. And he put some stone on top of it. Any amount of potting going cook. He put them the amount of stone, some 3 stone, he set on in pot a big and he put one crank over my fire, you know? If drying haggard and he hack stripe. And sometimes when he haggard dry, if you want, so I have to eat them, they laugh. I'm black, you know? But he still they laugh. And Granny say, nice, boy, you know? And sometimes I'll visit her at night. But I won't meet that she said. Hey. And that's why they call them meat salting, you know. Yes, I always have a whole heap of salt. But sometimes visitors still going them, you know that are dead. But people eat them and drink them in a soup, you know. And the time they don't know. And Granny said, for the poor man bathroom now, he get some coconut bunker and cut off the fat part and sharp meat, you know, and stick them around in the dirt. And then he tie them up. And then he carry back and go and they go bed, you know, or he bed out a door. And feel latrine now. He believe way down the garden, you know. You have to pray on night when you want to go there, or no rain they fall. And Granny say, cockroach always hiding there, you know? And when you go in there and slowly relax, they frighten you, know? And Granny say, pity me lily hands always camp on the seat, you know? And anytime you could go sit down, they remind us that them first when did it. But she said the good thing about pit latrine. They have one bush named Velvet Bush, and one named Tansy, and one named Joseph Court. They soft, you know? And dry banana leaf, brown paper bag, and newspaper too. Then give you free toilet tissue. Of course. You don't have to buy no toilet tissue. Course. And what again? Electricity. Granny say electricity never there everywhere now. So people use lantern and lamp with the home sweet home lamp share them. And tinning lamp and buckle lamp and moonshine. Or then shake fire tip this way then they go. And she said, no, for transportation, no wally pop, vehicle never done a road, you know. So Granny said people use, you know, remember the big old bus them. And when they grow in the corner, they lean so. And you think say them go drop off right top, but they not drop off, you know. And them the bus the people use for weird pan. For them pass through the town certain time idea. Our Granny said, then use somebody. You don't know that. And donkey cat. Are they riding donkey? Are they mule? Are they horse? Are they walk? Are they run? And Granny said, people used to walk about 4 with wallop and load on their head, you know, barefoot, you know. And she said, some of them do, when they get their first shoes and they walking out, they fall down. On their neck. And Granny said, then take out your tire and make one slippers looking something. You don't know them? Name slam patter or jump and drive. And Granny said, for communication. You don't know, Mama, they always use the communication to talk to people. She said telegram, and she said letter writing, and she said loudspeaker. Or you put your hand them over your mouth and talk loud. And Granny said she never know phone, you know, not internet, you know. That's why in time my father saying he computer for me. You know, saying me grandpa take you and lock you up in a trunk. Saying yes, say computer come with one mouse. And you know what? You know what? No most supposed to breed up in our house. And you know, make me use it, you know. And when my father say, he go send, write something name again, email. You know, send me grandpa send me guy post office go Axbury. And when me go there and tell him, say me no get it, he send me back again, you know. Say no member for email or she mail. Me father when say, and when me no get it, if I post office there, they start to laugh at me, you know. And when me father say go fax anything, grandpa said if in thing bad make him send any fax come there. And he shot me, cut this and sit down on your bottom step there with on your fax, you know. And he put Granny in on the middle step and give her one piece of pipe iron and say, any your fax passing and come up there, you must knock you out cool. And then he give me a piece of stick and put me I do we. Me go look one broom, because me have to go sweep up the yard early man before me go to school. So me go and look at broom,
All right. They're together for Sister Dawn. What is that broom? Could that work? Me? This a broom or a rake? I want break between a broom and a rake. A break. I just can't sweep up the fine things. I mean, the teeth them too wide. But will you? Anybody in the audience ever use one of these yet? I'm so happy if you ever use one of these. At church, you know, they don't tell the lie. I'm going to turn over. They little young one, they don't think, never see one yet. Which tree did come up and you at the front? Oh, she said palm tree. But keep on, she know that's what she said. Palm tree. Sister Dawn, Sister Marlene, granddaughter. All right, so we're going to continue now, and we should have some niceness coming on. We want to stand up and dance, you know, because we're going to have some a medley of old time choruses, and money going to come and do this. So we want who can stand up and dance some of the old songs. Them all dancing good. You can dance them. Anybody remember how to do mashed potato? Oh, that too. You don't know me. I love carb diet. I'm gonna hit mashed potato. What's scap? You know what's scap? And what else? Rockins. All right. Dinky Mini. All right. So when money come, we are going to see who can do that. So they're going to come down and they're going to do a medley of those old time songs. And we are going to put your hands together for Monica. And I must say we are streaming live on Zoom. So big up to those in foreign, here and abroad. When you smile, they can't see you in the you smile, they can't see you in the foreign. I'm sure Sir Brother Campbell is on. Bless Sir Brother Campbell. I'm going to send piece of the blue jazz and ginger beer to your fancy. All right, and reach up. Yes, we know this lady from the bank. All right.
Jesus name so sweet, Emmanuel name so sweet. Every rock may rock upon Jesus, Jesus name so sweet. Every rock may rock upon Jesus, Jesus name so sweet. Jesus name so sweet, Emmanuel name so sweet. Jesus name so sweet, Emmanuel name so sweet. Every rock may rock upon Jesus, Jesus name so sweet. Every rock may rock upon Jesus, Jesus name so sweet. For my word, I stand along with you, goodbye pleasures of sin. I stand along with you. I made up my mind to go God's way the rest of my life. I made up my mind to go God's way the rest of my life. I stand along with you. Goodbye, pleasure of sin. I stand along with you. I made up my mind to go God's way the rest of my life. I made up my mind to go God's way the rest of my life. Born, born, born again. Thank God I'm born again. Born, born, born again. Thank God I'm born again. I'm born of the water, the spirit and the blood. Thank God I'm born again. Born of the water, the spirit and the blood. Thank God I'm born again. Born, born, born again. Thank God I'm born again. Born, born, born again. Thank God I'm born again. I'm born of the water, the spirit and the blood. Thank God I'm born again. Born of the water, the spirit and the blood. Thank God I'm born again. I've got my mind made up. I won't turn back, 'cause I want to see my Jesus someday. I've got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, 'cause I want to see my Jesus someday. I've got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, for I want to see my Jesus someday. I've got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, 'cause I want to see my Jesus someday. The Holy Ghost power is moving just like a magnet. The Holy Ghost power is moving just like a magnet. Moving here, moving there, just like the day of Pentecost. The Holy Ghost power is moving just like a magnet. The Holy Ghost power is moving just like a magnet. The Holy Ghost power is moving just like a magnet. Moving here, moving there, just like the day of Pentecost. The Holy Ghost power is moving just like a magnet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Blessed Holy Ghost, we welcome you. Come with power and feel God's temple. Holy Ghost, we welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Blessed Holy Ghost, we welcome you. Come.
I want all that out to them. Come, when you can't talk.
Kumbaya! Kumbaya!
Wait, them make me hear my. Oh, you can make nice, so you know, empty barrel, make my side talk, and the big laugh to me too. What you say? Are we alone and go walk? Me never hear that.
Swing low!
And you alone and go walk with that song then? We go. Swing low, sweet chariot. All right, give me one. Hey? All right, let me hear what my lady say over here, sir. What that? All right, come up, all right, come up. All right, I want you come up and I want you go and sing it for them. Musician, you don't know it yet, you want to learn it tonight. And we want all on the stand up, you know, revelation. This is a lot. And you know I too? Come up. It's first here. Alfred, Sister Marlene, she make me echo. All right, what is
down in the cornfield, down in the cornfield, down in the cornfield, I was. It was a miracle. Down in the cornfield, down in the cornfield, down in the cornfield, down in the cornfield.
we're not such almost all like Jamaica.
I never heard that one. Down in the cornfield. Oh Lord, the Lord is good. All right, we are go up to ground sound now. All right, back with Sister Dawn for the final segment. Give it up, Chelsea.
Put your hands together.
Awesome job.
Oh, she find her broom.
Find your broom. I'm inside up here. You're ready to sweep a morning. I bet you don't know where my granny gone. She gone to church. And she said that me if you come out tired. I spend time me see people. Me chat like say to me mouth said pan spring. And all lies are me near me now. But that's what she called me. So me now tell her no say. One time for me granny come cook, you know? And every time grandpa come from ground, he told them catch a quarrel. Grandpa said it could not taste good and the salty no cook. And you know it, you know? I'm mean. And that's why I need some fat. And then you put on our kitchen and go roast cocoa and potato and mix sugar and water and drink it. And sometimes he take out the coffee or granny put for second for morning. And as he done it and drink, he drop asleep on the fireside, you know? Because he said that on a working man food, he will make him weak. And every night I have to go down there and wake him up, you know? But one night I know me wake him up. Because when time he drop asleep, one night fire call them roll out high fire. And roll in a high water boat, you know? And me go down there go see grandpa there dancing in the kitchen, you know? And me say, Grandpa, I want you, Grandpa. And he said, I see your granny can't cook. Make the fire pour roll out of the fire. water boot and they burn off my foot. And when time granny church sisters them come look for me grandpa and then switch by the fire burning. They said that no to my grandpa again. And then learn my granny to cook. And now my granny can cook so nice dinner. And when my grandpa tastes the dinner, he said, glad my granny married to, because he never saw another child who can cook so good. And my granny couldn't bake neither. And every time and time me to go to school, my granny give me one roast dumpling, piece of roast potato, and one lotion bottle full of sugar and water. But she said, me nothing near me make nobody see me. And you know, I say, when me go to school, me just push you under my desk, you know. And you know, say one day, one boy come and shape me bench and make me dumpling drop out, you know. And you roll go down my back class, you know. And you take up me dumpling. I'm going right back to high school. I light up my belly. I have me dumpling the cha-cha. And that the day me no learn nothing in a class, no. The whole time in mind upon me dumpling. And when time I breaks time, we run go look at the dog left back and it's in the, you know. And you know, saying, yeah, man, feel alive. You know, I no conscience, not true. Because I can't see me. And when me that looks so very for me. I make it go be dirt. Our husband said he has been by me. And when me go home, I make China, she put you on her back power rock stone. And every time when Tommy they play me daddy house, me granny call me and say, come here, girl. Run, cause I'm gonna look at your grandpa draw and strike yet. And when me run there in a dryer, and me take up cause granny been gone in a house, can't sleep. And no clothes in the pan front line for them when dry already. For this, so it's Sunday. Me tell you, pin the pan front line. And bull after me. So me glad to see them. And me run go in the house and wake up my granny. I said, Granny, your church sisters, them they come look for your mom. And she get up and take up her stick. Because granny no make nobody come in her house, you know. Because you know, pretty house not pretty. Because her grandpa got hill and cut the post and make his bed and some stick. And then my granny take some crocus back and sew them together and stuff them with dry banana trash. And if you want your cricket tonight, they holler when you knew. But they holler till they dead. And then she use one back and she make a mattress in me, because people better again, but they put me up for sleep. Huh? And when granny catch I do away, and she look up on the line, I hand up and she said, and you frighten her, and she said, have mercy. And when I church sister them hear me granny holler out, she run, come look how I do me granny, you know. And me granny don't tell them. But me show them, show her the underpants on the line. And she rub me granny back and said, never mind, we understand. But I understand, so me is party though. Because I go me want know which party Sunday, we put the underpants in there. And then the other church sisters them come up and none of them no want to show them how I frighten me granny. But me show them. As me smarter than my granny, you know. And then learn my granny to make so no pan. And then buy one bed, give me granny to win and one for me. And now me have good bed to sleep on. But the whole of grandpa and the pan, they might see him color. Because I want sheet, then cut up and make it. One pretty sheet, you know. Me have to tell grandpa say must mind these. You know you like me granny, they call me. She go beat me, you know. When you can't follow me, I'm going to take it beat me. Me got yes.
Wow. Put your hands together for Sister Dawn. Boy. As we're talking, I said, boy, this need to be. You can put it on social media, Instagram, YouTube.
Yes, man.
My tube. The whole of them.
The whole of the tube them. The whole of the tube them. What I will fix, I should just bring out everything. If you give one quiz, everybody would have passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can teach, man, and teach dramatically.
Yes, but what is a crank?
Mm-hmm.
Look fine.
Mm-hmm. What is a crank?
Mm-hmm. See that the one book is a stove. Mm-hmm.
All right, remember though, we have enough food on our back.
All right, tell me what they have on the menu.
Chocolate tea and that free, you know so?
Yes. Anybody bring any cup? Anybody?
You know, man?
Let anybody with that.
Hold it up, make we see.
Hold it up, make we see.
Hold up the inner man.
And then young people there, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a, with pretty flowers, funny and blue rim.
That's not in a man, a
A crockery that. A crockery. Yes.
But you will get scared. So we won't be breaking. So if you're hungry, you have to get up and go and go get your things in the meantime.
Jerk chicken, fish and bammy, pudding, gizzard, coconut, biscuit, a whole heap of things. All right. So no, and I hope you come with the money.
And the young lady said she have pastry around there.
Yes.
I'm hoping some Jamaica 60 pastry.
All right then.
I'm going to put another this stone dumpling then.
Not at all.
And one of them, the dumpling, the David where you still go.
Yeah. All right, setting up right behind us, we have.
Oterias?
Yes, and they will be drumming for us. All right, give it up for Oterias.
All right, put your hands together for Oti. Oh. That's it. You want more? Never know the attitude. Put on the hand not there.
Did your madam come and me feel on her hand? Let me feel the hand.
The hand already. The hand already.
Let me feel the hand.
Who know if it knock it to the boss? You can kill the boss. You can't let the people them iron right so. You can't make the people them in nice kind of look like grandpa pants, underpants. You know, bring them down, man. That's it. If you want more, say we want more. I can't hear you. The people them want more. All right, I like rally. What's the rest? You have to come and pay 20,000 to get them down. We should have run a little rally here in the story. We could have go buy whole heap of ginger beer and then sit around for 20,000 can buy enough ginger beer.
We should have run rally. From COVID going in and run the rally.
You don't run the rally.
But I correct it. I could know it.
And we could have tap a shop kids when we are good.
So much things could have happened. All right. So we have another segment to go in. And
all right. Tell me why you're so fat now.
You see it? 8:30 to 10. And that is it now.
Yeah,
yeah, me see it. 1983 to 2002.
Yes, but that's a good time. Let me see those who were born between that era, between
all born 1983 to 2002. Skip around. Talk the truth. Talk the truth. Let me see who put up their hand.
See them there?
All right.
From November.
Brother Reed. Brother Reed.
Sister, don't come for your brother. Two of them guys see him school, don't it? Okay, she won't get the roast dumpling and didn't get the roast banana. Breadfruit.
Roast breadfruit.
Roast breadfruit thing and new thing.
Roast breadfruit and new thing. One breadfruit. All right, so at this time, we're going through that era and we have somebody who is our driver.
Don't stop at all.
We take you through the era.
Era?
I want the treasure.
Hey,
rhyme with era. All right.
So ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, friends, put your hands together for
Brother.
Treasure. He's going to come.
And he
We had what's the other one, Brother Pierce? The Rocksteady, man. It take too long to come, man. So we have this car and the Rocksteady, and the Rocksteady would be a blend of American and a little Caribbean flavor, and we would have added our own Jamaican flavor. Bustamante for the first time built schools. And by the way, it was started by Norman Manley when he was premier. So the first time we had a university of the West Indies, a university that people could go to, because Britain was just ruling and put up with the school here and there for us to learn the basics. The first time we had a university was in the 1950s, built by Norman Manley. So even schools like York Castle, built 1958. Many high schools went up, and Bustamante continued opportunities that we did not have under colonialism. So there are some people who will say to us, oh, we were better off under the Queen because the Queen make life nice and with this and with that. The reality is we never have certain things. We were still working under very harsh conditions. Few people got the opportunity to go to high schools. Few people got the opportunity to get a profession. And that was in the 1960s before independence. Few opportunities existed for the black race. In fact, for those of us who are around in Brownstown and Ocho-Rios, you will recall that there were few black bank tellers. Few, well, Brother Pierce never stand a chance to get work in a bank, No, you had to be brown and have, and I'm not going to use the word pretty here. I'm not here pretty. And Brother Pierce here, you're pretty. Yes. But yes, we had no such opportunities. Few people got the opportunity to. So now you can have big bus full of people traveling from all over Jamaica to go to certain high schools in Brownstown. Please understand that before independence, this was not possible. Not possible. So Bustamante did his thing. And he then handed over to which prime minister took over after Bustamante? Donald who? Yeah, man, Donald Sangster took over after Bustamante. But he did not serve for very long. What happened to Donald Sangster? He died tragically. It was a little situation, and he died. So who took over after Donald Sangster? Shearer, yes man, Shearer took over after Donald Sangster. And he did his thing. He built schools, he contributed to Jamaica. The musicians were doing their thing and the music was evolving. And then the sportsmen were participating, who were winning medals and who were feeling proud as a people. And as Sister Dawn mentioned, we would have little dance here and there, and people lived loving in that period because we were proud as a nation. And we wanted to do even better. We wanted to launch out and run our own companies, because remember what I just said. Before 1962, you would not find a black manager. Before 1962, please understand that in 1958, the first principal at the school where I am now was a white principal from England. So at the time, white teachers, white principals, white bank managers, white everything, they run things at the time. 1962 gave us the opportunity to launch out as black people, as Jamaicans, Indians, and that's why we say out of many one. All of us got an opportunity to participate in the development of our country. Then, by the 1970s, the people decided they wanted a change. And the slogan at the time was what? Better must come. It was a revolutionary period, a period of black power movement, where black people now start to wear afro. Black people are now asserting themselves because they say, this is a full time now, black man time now, right? And who was the leader that they selected to lead them into that period? Who was the leader? Michael Manley. And they also called him what? Joshua. Why was he called Joshua? Because he was the man to lead them to the what? The promised land. So Michael Manley decided to do his thing. He decided that he was going to take charge of industries. He was going to nationalize water, nationalize power, nationalize hotels, nationalize on behalf of the people, he says. And he would give now black people with education an opportunity to rule, to take charge of their own destiny. But guess what? What do you think happened after a time? What do you think happened? You think as black people we could just stand up and say we are going to do one thing and take charge? You think that we could just do that and get away with it? So yes, he did his thing. And by the late 1980s, people decided to, boy, this is a life here too tough. And some decided to migrate. Remember I said this was a black power era now. Some decided that the life was too tough. They can't manage it because now there was an oil crisis. And yes, we were asserting ourselves. Out of that era came reggae and Rasta. Because remember what I said we were doing. What were we doing again? We were doing what? Asserting ourselves and creating our own institutions. In essence, we were building, we were moving away from America, moving away from Britain, and we were creating our own institutions. And please understand that by doing that, you are going to get a fight. So by 1979, 1980, it was clear that Michael Manley and his team had to go. And who was the next prime minister? Edward Seaga. And what was this period all about? This period now was about linking up with the United States and the capitalist world. Because Michael Manley had decided to side with the communist world, the socialist world, Cuba, Russia. Because if you are going to build your own thing, you're going to get a fight. So by 1980, a new leader, and then for those of us who are around, the word liberalization, structural adjustment. What was that all about? The things that were nationalized, all of those things were now privatized. And that was when the dollar started, because once you liberalize, it is now, everything is determined by the market. For those of us who were not around at that time, we would watch the budget speech. We would watch the budget speech every budget session. And why did we watch the budget speech? You see, like now you got to shop and people just tell you the price for goods. The budget speech, the prime minister would come on and say, I am now going to put on $5 on saltfish, $10 on milk, $15. So we listened to the budget speech to get the price for items and to determine where the country was going. When Mr. Seaga took over in 1980, he then liberalized or privatized. So it was now the responsibility of the market. What do I mean by the market? It is the demand that would determine the price of goods. People were now allowed to start their own business. So some of the time we jump up and say, but the government has sell out everything. Why the government? This is what this period is all about. Government is not in the business of running companies. It is the responsibility of private entrepreneurs. And so we did all of that. Then people lose work because people are not going to run company with people who are not productive. And then you had a new era of music coming. Out of reggae came a new sound. What was the sound again, young people? Dancehall. And for those of us who are around, we remember Yellow Man. We remember Stitchy. We remember Papa San.
And good to say, most of these artists are now Christians singing to the glory of God. We also remember Grace Thrillers. So what we had now, you are getting some mento out of Sister Dawn. You are getting some scat-type beat. In the period of the 80s, you are now getting a slower beat. Doom, 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 doom. That was the beat. We slowed it down. And our people also became more progressive. And I'm going to take a break now and come back and tell you what happened in the 1990s. So we'll have a little music. Because guess what? In 1983, the people decided that, boy, they want to go back to the period when them used to get certain things. Because in the 1970s, you know, you have bolo work. Anybody know what is bolo work? Yeah, man, bolo work, you work on the sidewalk and you get paid. People got free education. So when I went to university, up to 1991, when I went to university up to 1991, I paid $1,500 and because we make up noise and Michael Manley gave us back our money. Okay. Now you pay $3 million for medicine and other disciplines. So yes, that was the period of the 70s. We got most things free. But by the 1980s, because we had liberalized, because we had privatized, you know basically had to pay for your services. And yes, crime got out of hand in the late 70s under Michael Manley. And you know, had gang warfare and things really started to slide in the late 70s and it moved into the 80s and it would continue into the 90s. So keep reflecting on what I've just said. You'll get some entertainment and you'll come back to school. Amen? Amen.
Yes. Teacher going on good enough. You think they'll learn anything, Snowy?
Ask them something. Ask them something. Huh?
And because the dog take away your dumpling, make you not learn nothing.
Ask them something.
All right. Who was the first Prime Minister of Jamaica? Go on to the back of the class.
Who was Jamaica's Joshua?
But they learn
something.
Especially those who are drinking soup, them right.
But people need to buy the soup.
Yeah. All right, we're working. We're going to try our intermission here, but if they behave themselves and they take a lesson,
yes,
we're going to try and make them go and get something quick. All right, so let us run this part of the show real good.
With the right up your song.
All right, so we're going to have the choral speaking by Monique, then followed by that is a dance from Brownstone. All right, so Monique.
Monique, where art thou? Monique, calling Monique.
That's all like one.
Oh, it's a pine. It's a pine. You guys say a pine.
Remember them pine boy have to do so? How what the boy them do? The boy them salute.
Yes. Where is Monique is here?
All right. Oh, Sima come back.
Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Monique.
All right, Brownstone, get yourselves ready. You are next.
Tested one. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We're doing this at the front. With the drum. That's no point we're doing, everybody. So we have no meet with me here. Jesus, your love sweet. Now, we can't live without it. This love you give. So sweet from your head to your feet. It feels so complete. Love so sweet. I feel it deep. Love so sweet. Give me a drum. Give me a drum. Jesus, your love sweet. No, we can't live without it. This love you give. So sweet from my head to my feet. The feet so complete. Love so sweet. I feel it deep. Love so sweet. Sweet. We can't live without it. Memories in my ears it a beat. Remembering the days we couldn't stand on my feet. What a waste. We did death on my face, but Jesus, him take the case, never perfect. Jesus' blood beat a work, get me up, let me stand and dust off the earth, all the earth. Me have the mind, Jesus come in, it start the part. Jesus, your love sweet. No, we can't live without it. This love you give, so sweet from my head to my feet, the feet so complete. Love so sweet. We feel it deep, love so sweet, sweet. Jesus, without your love, we would have been handicapped. If the breeze blow hard, we would have catch heart attack. Your love are the sweetest, you know. Believe me, we feel blessed. It's a show. The light now shine low, not gonna hide it. It there on the pose. Jesus, lover of my soul, my all in all, him is in control. Jesus, your love sweet. No, we can't live without it. This love you give, so sweet from my head to my feet, the feet so complete. Love so sweet. You feel it deep. Love so sweet, sweet. We can't live without it. Jesus, your love sweet. No, we can't live without it. This love you give, so sweet from my head to my feet, the feel it complete. Love so sweet, sweet. We can't live without it. Thank you.
All right. Give it up for money one more time.
Yes, and bring back the lady drum. She now was sweet if she go over the habit.
Yes. Did you see how the Lord good and give everybody talent, you know? Yes, man. You can do this. Him can do that. And what you can do?
What can you do for children a little fell?
What you can do? Anybody can do anything? What you can do? Who can build a redeem? What the team say? Come build it quick. Who can build it? Who can build something from the team?
They can't do it. You would have picked them sometime. Make anything.
All right, go on, make your song. Make on a song. Because we have some. Don't spread up here.
Yes, we want even.
You can move right up here.
Yes, we can move. We don't get to when them come up.
All right.
All right, and after they come, Brother Treasure will come and give us some good lecture again. That have been talent. You
have been talent, and remember this in them.
You don't use the paper. My leader don't need no paper. Suppose the paper go away.
No paper.
My teacher.
All right.
Yes.
So Brownstone different gifts. So we're going to see Brownstone and see the gift for them have.
All right.
And see their skirt pretty.
A leopard skin, man.
Yes, man. You have to bring out our.
That's skirt favor, brother.
Brother Richard.
Yes.
All right then. So it's time for Brownstone. Give it up for Brownstone.
Come, Sister Snowy, take up your bed and walk. Whoa, Brownstown! Let's dance off the ribbon! Whoa! Yes! Somebody's soul catch a fire, burning with it. All right, hold it, nobody shame me up here. Me have feeling that my me can't dance. But put your hands together for Brownstown. I will know, I would with lad of brother treasure start, you know. And them talk about reggae and some of the hit them this song them are come up between let me see the era where snowy. Between 1983 to 2002, it talk about the reggae and the music. You remember some dance move when do them time there? It's snowy.
Yeah. In the 90s?
Yeah, man, from 1983 to 2002. You were born in time.
I mean, just I got to be young.
You're young in your mind.
All right, but I want to remember anything. Who remember?
I went there a burglar. Which I would say. I'm a long time that them don't know a burglar. You know a burglar? No.
They don't know Manley and Marcus. They don't know burglar.
And Admiral Billy, Delamu, to the Delamu. Anybody remember that? Oh, that's her. Them the dance of them fat dance one time, you know.
Yes, right.
Any Christian do that, them back like what say? Pastor, we see him down the road and do the Delamu.
Yes, sir.
All right, so me want to hear what brother Treasure will come with now.
And I open her ready. Ready for long.
All right, and I think the chocolate tea ready. That's the white set. You don't have to have no cup. Them have cup already.
So I hear that you get cup with tea.
Yes.
So have a tea, man. And if, as we say, going to be able to sell, we have one good breaks time, as the picking them we say. Good breaks time. But in the meanwhile, pinch the money and get one on.
Next lecture series coming out. Can't wait. Here. Remember, we're not going to get tests. All right. So, Delamu. Anybody know if you do Delamu?
Are you ashamed me now?
All right. What you can do? Bounce. Just jump. Just one.
All right. All right.
All right, brother Treasure.
Thank you. All right, so we are back. Remember, I told you about colonialism. That was for which period? Colonialism for which period? The what? The 60s. I didn't know, say, Baptists don't have done people, you know. A pure, bright people come a Baptist church. So the 60s would have been for colonialism. The 70s was what? What was the term used? Socialism. The 90s, the 80s was what? Capitalism. Right. So we go right back to there. So I told you now that in 1980, Edward Seaga won by a landslide victory, the biggest beating the PNP has ever gotten. 1980. And Seaga became the Prime Minister. And he introduced quite a number of things to help poor people. But just that it was a different thing. His thing was different because it was a different era. So people are allowed to run their own business. Put up your hand if you know about Solidarity program. Yes. Few people remember Solidarity. Put up your hand if you know about Heart Academies. Yes, Seaga introduced those things. So the aim was to empower people to own their own business. So now you are not working for government. Now you are encouraged to start your own little business. So Solidarity used to give people cars. And you would drive up and down and sell your products. You would also get money to set up your little business, start up business. Because that was the period, a period of business ownership for private people. So that was the aim in the 1980s. But guess what? People were not too used to that kind of thing. They were still, because, you know, in the 1970s, you know, let me tell you what the 70s was about. We came out of colonialism and we had nothing. Black people had nothing really. So the only way in which you're going to give them something was to take it, allow the state, allow the government to buy it, and you put them in there to run it. So the factories, for example, factories were bought. Sugar factories were taken over. from the colonial masters. And they were given to ordinary sugar workers to run. Because black people never have nothing at the time. So government had to do it on our behalf. By the 80s though, what you had happening was that the government decided that they would give people an opportunity to start their own business. And they did that. By the 1990s though, 1989 to be exact, the people decided they wanted a change. And who did they come with? Who did they go back for? Come on, people, remember your history. Who did they go back for? Michael Manley again. That's right. Yes, because them say, boy, they want a little more of what had happened in the 70s, where government took over things and handed it to you. However, by 1989, the government decided that they were going to continue with liberalization, continue with privatization, and then continue to sell out things because it was a different era. We were now in a period when we were encouraging people to run their own business. It was a period when we were encouraging people to take charge of their own life. It was a period when government was no longer regulating. So Roy Ryan came up with this song, deregulation. Can't stop the what? Yes, the celebration, because we were now deregulating everything and giving the private sector the opportunity to run the country. Then the people, Michael Manley decided to get old, had cancer and things, and he handed over to whom? To whom? PJ Patterson. What was he called? The Fresh what? Yes, man, Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince came on the scene with a different style. His style, liberalization, same way, privatization, no more government owning things. And people, I want to get it straight. Educate. We can't just have fun and sing and dance and jump in. You have to be educated. So, PJ Patterson decided that he was going to focus on development, the development of the infrastructure. But he continued to sell out the same way. Because the period we are in now, government not to run anything, Did you know that? Did you know that that is the period we are in? That government must not own hotel, government must not own this, government must not, if JPS, NWC, the attempt is for us to give it to private sector so they can run it. PJ Patterson though decided that he was going to build what? Highways, schools, and other things. So his thing was into infrastructure development, but he continued to privatize. And then, at the time, the athletes too, because we have to talk about the sports side. The athletes were doing their thing, doing well overseas. Berlin Otti, Veronica Campbell, all of those people were now coming to the fore, and we were doing better. However, crime continued to increase. We had anarchy because people now doing their own thing. Nobody not controlling them. Nobody not running them lives. So them doing their own thing. Young people are asserting themselves and say, who can't tell me how to run things? Yes, come join me and let me talk together. All right. So, PJ Patterson did this time, built highways, continued to sell certain industries because we move in a different direction. Who came on board after? Sister P, Portia. Right. And Sister P continued in the same way. Privatize, give people a chance to run their own business, give people a chance to establish themselves, continue to build a relationship with America, because that is what America is about. Privatization and give big companies. So under Portia Simpson Miller, remember what was happening? Spanish hotels were moving in because the new focus was what you call bringing in private investment. In fact, we call it foreign direct investment, where you bring in foreigners. Because although we're jumping up and talking in Jamaica, poor people don't have money to buy a hotel. Poor people don't have money to buy JPS. So what you do, you bring in foreigners to develop your economy. And that is what she was about. And she do her thing, investors put up hotel, bring in the Chinese, build highway, and then the people said they wanted a new leader. Who was that leader? Who was the new leader? Bruce Golden. Bruce Golden. And what happened? Bruce Golden ruled for time, did his thing, but then he got into a little trouble. You remember that trouble? What was the trouble? Good. And that led to his demise. And then who returned? Portia returned. Did her thing, but then people decided that she got herself involved in a little situation. What was that situation? Chaffee what? Rura. And the people said they have no time for corruption. Right? And it was used successfully. But she left her legacy. Hotels, Spanish hotels, foreign direct investment. Then came, which other prime minister now? Talk to me. Andrew Holness. And Andrew Holness came with a different style. His style was, you still had to give the people, some amount of support. So he, unlike Mr. Siaga, Mr. Patterson, and even Mr. Golden, he decided that the people needed some support, and he came back with free education at the primary school level right up to secondary school. But he did not remove it from high school. And then he said free health care. So in essence, he was also creating opportunities for the poor by providing more support, because he felt that although we had given the people a chance to earn enough to support themselves, we did not really do a good job of it. So you had to give them free education, free health care, and other activities, pass and those things. So we are now here moving into the 2000 era with some of these things. And the truth is, the question is, if I were to ask somebody the question, do you think Jamaica as a country has improved since 1962? Put up your hands if you think that Jamaica as a country has improved since 1962. Believe it or not, people, although you're keeping your hands down, Jamaica has improved. In 1962, when we got independence, remember what Sister Dawn said. A lot of people were living in Watland Dog House. A lot of people had no electricity. A lot of people could not think about going to high school. A lot of people did not have the chance to go work in hotel and say them a manager, work in banks and say them a manager. My mother, for example, went to York Castle in 1958. I'm sure she didn't imagine that her son would become the principal, because in her time it was not possible. So believe it or not, things have improved. Yes, we look at America and we say America doing well and we should be living like Americans. We should be doing as well as the Americans. But Rome was not built in a day. The 60s people here will tell you that life in their time was rough. How many of you at this point? You go to bush, go river, go catch water. You go river, go catch water and carry it go back in your yard to cook. How many of you still do that? Clap yourselves, you have improved. Clap yourselves, Jamaica. We are 60 years old, and as rough as things are, as a country, we have improved. I agree we can do better. I agree we can feel as if we are more involved in what is happening. But believe it or not, brothers and sisters, there was a time when even your very pastor in your church, the very pastor in 1962, who was the pastor at Brownstone Baptist Church? Where did John B come from? Right. So even your very pastor, and check out who was the pastor before Reverend John B. Before Reverend John B, it was who? Who was the pastor, you think? Henderson. all men who came from England because they saw when George Lyle, established the first Baptist church. The British people looked at the church because that church that George Lyle established, was like a proper church. It was a revival church. And the British decided that no, that looks too much like Africa, and decided to send down British missionaries. So right up to the 1960s, Baptist churches were pastored by British because they felt we were not good enough. Schools, traditional high schools, would have been led by British people, taught by British teachers. Look how far we have come as a people. So, yes, things rough, but clap yourselves. We have done well. We have done well as a nation. We have built infrastructure. We have created opportunities for our young people. We have more young people going to high schools now. When I went to university in 1989, when I went to university, I could count on my hands the number of people from St. Anne. Now, we have thousands of people leaving university with degrees, thousands of people doing online university programs. So as a people, we have done well. So don't let anybody tell you that we have not progressed. We have progressed, but it is necessary for us to keep on building on the legacy that was started by Norman Manley, leading up to Bustamante, then you, Shearer, no, Sangster, Shearer, Michael Manley, Edward Seaga, then we had P.J. Patterson, followed by Bruce Gordon, then Portia Simpson Miller, and then now Andrew Holness. Let us continue to support them so we can have a better Jamaica.
Wow, story of what they're learning now. Yes, man, that's a very good thing. Put your hands together for Brother Church, man. Oh, no, I hope you don't learn in the book, All right. Slow you down, for? Anybody used to use slate when you go to school? Anybody ever use slate yet? Put your hand up. You know that story?
No, I don't know.
That's something why you wipe up. You clean it up every day. That's why they say wipe the slate clean.
Okay.
Then you have book for your right hand, applicate them. So how they remember what they right hand funny?
Yeah, I remember, see your brother church, remember? Saying you sleep.
But we come a far away story.
Me agree.
When Brother Church has taught, I kick out there say, yeah, but nobody pity limit. What do you want them here?
Pity Milico. No
bite, nobody out there.
Far away, Brother Pierce.
And Sister Dan said, when last anybody use pansy or newspaper?
Or Joseph Court.
Or Joseph, no man. What they have Scots and
Sophie. What their name?
All the electronic one now, you don't have to press no button.
All right. It automated.
Development story.
Yes, sir.
Who adopted a fast stove? Microwave press button.
All right.
Beep. It's ready.
Are your food ready?
What is that one? We better to buy the grace of God. Better off. 1 yard and 5 carry night.
Oh, talk about PR.
And it used to be little bit of carry. We didn't know every carry night. Remember when PJ did the carry them in a one name brother was say the 40 all white carry the 40. Yeah, man, remember when that postman and a PA carry. Then I said I went to that anybody can have here. I think I was 5 here in a brown.
All right, one time.
What find out what I want this one? When the police them come a problem. Yes, I write it down with our hand, nigga. Who no drive now, nothing to worry about. Look in the hand, nigga. I will be under sweat, because when your hands sweat, all right, remember.
One moment, Brother Pierce. We have a message from the police. Yes, public service announcement and tell me. All right, then say one rock more, one silver, a block somebody. 8784 HD. That's your plate number. If you're blocking someone, so we're asking you kindly to go and address the situation.
And that is development. Only the queen alone could have drive RAV4.
All of them things there.
And could have, if you want RAV4, you can get it now.
Just like that.
You want to write that? Oh, I don't want to
I know that.
Too much like to play government up here. How much letter they reach?
They reach. I mean, I say when they reach, I'm going to let a war go happen. Development, and as Brother Chester said, we have more to go. We can do better in a lot of the areas, then, but to God be the glory. We come a far way. And when we think about other countries and those of us who travels, yes, those who travels and see other places, you will see the development very regular.
Yes. All right. So what we have next, we will go quickly and swiftly.
All right, we have the Jamaican folk medley, and that is by St. Ansville.
And then we have a poem by Bethany. And then we put that here what Brother Chester said.
Yes, man. I mean, just say, oh, remember the thing, the Holy Spirit in him, man. Yes, sir, I'm bright.
Remember everything you buy school here.
I choose, sir. And he said yes. All right.
When we grow up, we want people like you.
All right. All right, so where are you? Who we call again? St. Ansville.
St. Ansville. Is that coming there in that color?
Yes, let's give them a round of applause, man. I down there's a hospital there now. We have to go down there regularly. Clap them.
And then Bethany coming after. And then the roast breadfruit is ready. Who do want breadfruit? Roast or fry? Roast or fry? How do want? Yeah. I mean, some know the development of one. You hear what she said here? Who used to have homes? Yes, man, hell top, hell bottom, hallelujah. We used to know them to sit there. All right, so then as big is here. Hey. Them I said them to do 100 songs. All right.
And we roast the yellow yam, I sit in a tube. And we white our dumpling and the coconut eye on glorious day when we roast the yellow yam. Chatty, motamasi, mix up. Let me tell you this. You see the one bag of chatting and the mix up and the cargo bring come. It done right, yes, sir.
If me married to a man,
I feel a war.
Nobody's business, business, nobody's business, business, nobody's business but me own. Nobody's business, business, nobody's business, business, nobody's business but me own. Solomon, Grandpa, Ghana, Ecuador, left me wife and picked me out. I don't know nobody's business but me own. Like kangaroo, I'm me one. Like 21. Nobody's business but me own. Nobody's business, business, nobody's business, business, nobody's business but me own. Nobody's business, business, nobody's business, business, nobody's business but me own. Them fast, you see. Them see me with Joe, tell Harry. I'm a pack on fire, them want to see. Them fast. That's why me want 500 pieces of blood. Big up, me love me firewall higher. Me want 500 pieces of blood. Big up, me love me firewall higher. Me want 500 pieces of blood. Big up, me love me firewall higher. Family of a house of more. Me just a peeping in me bad. Why, them a peeping on me bad from fire. Why, them a peeping on me bad from fire. Why, them a peeping on me bad from fire. Family of a house so long, me does a peeping on me bad from fire. 8 o'clock, them a go up through, them a peeping on me bad from fire. 12 o'clock, them a come from school, them a from fire. 5 o'clock, them a come from school, them a from fire. I mean, the other have some long mud, it just a peeping on me back from fire. For me, the other have some long mud, it just a peeping on me back, peeping on me back from fire. When me roast the yellow yam and me slice it in a two, how happy I'll be with me Aki and me selfish. And me my flower dumpling and the coconut eye. What a glorious day! When me yum and yum. The yellow yam. Come now, make we start church. Happy, 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 happy in the Lord, keeping my commandment, trusting in His word. Oh, do you know God's promise is true? That's why I am happy, happy in the Lord. Happy, 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 happy in the
a madman, trusting in God's word. I want you to know God's promise is true. That's why I am happy, happy in the Lord. Mother, the great storm got to move. Mother, the great storm got to move. Mother, the great storm, the son of Babylon. Mother, the great storm got to move. Mother, the great storm got to move. Mother, the great storm got to move. Mother, the great storm, the son of Babylon. Mother, the great storm got to move. Something in my heart, like a stream running down. It makes me feel so happy as can be. For when I think of Jesus and what he has done for me, I say something in my heart, like a stream running down. Something in my heart, like a stream running down. It makes me feel so happy as can be. For when I think of Jesus and what he has done for me, I'll say something in my heart, like a stream running down. Give me that all-time religion. Give me that all-time religion. Give me that all-time religion. It's good enough for me. It was good for Paul and Silas. It was good for Paul and Silas. Good for Paul and Silas. It's good enough for me. It was good for the Hebrews children. It was good. It was good for the Hebrews children. It's good enough for me. Give me that all-time religion. Give me that all-time religion. Give me that all-time religion. It's good enough for me. Give me that all-time religion. Give me that all-time religion. Give me that all-time religion. It's good enough for me.
Wow, put your hands together for them. Yes, yes. That was very good, don't you?
Awesome, very good.
Yeah.
And let's publish, we have another announcement. The driver of the silver RAV4 license plate 8784 HD. We are asking you kindly to go and address the situation with your vehicle. And also a silver Honda Fit 6549 JP. We are asking to make an adjustment with where you have parked.
Right. So always stay with the program now.
We are going, man. We are going.
Morning. All right. So now we're going to have
Bethany. A point from Bethany. That's
Bethany.
yeah.
All right. Put your hands together for Bethany. Yes. Our 5.
That is how by Bennett. Sun shine, but things the bright. What a boy, but people don't know. River flood, water clear, and why? Dirty coat. No matter how hard work, I can still be with shout. Selfish gone up, mackerel gone up. Jesus Christ, don't the bread gone up. Bread price so high, we have to cut we are past that. Happy. Oh my God. You see all the manga people out here who think that fat is thin? Let me tell you something. When you try, watch out for dumpling. Sun a shine, but things are bright. River fall, river flood, but boy, don't it up. Thank you.
All right. Not it up, but you know, so bad, see, though. Our father have shop. Don't she not to buy enough? All right. Enough said. All right. So we have things coming down. We're going to have a little offering and we're going to have the steel pan of it's using us up. But before that happens, we're going to have Gibraltar coming. Gibraltar coming to do some dog poetry, and then we're going to have the steel pan and light up the place while we collect offering. Then we're going to get up with because we don't need to walk up and down. So that the lady look like I know settee, she did ready to go sleep. And we are going up straight till 12 o'clock, you know. So don't get back up and walk up and down and free up the stairs. I'll go buy up the things there. All right, where is Gibraltar? Gibraltar, are you here? Oh, no, they sit down, son. Oh, no, talk. That one time, hardly talk. All right. And the steel pan people get to the steel pan clothes to start knocking up. As you be coming up next. And the offering people get your bags ready. Right.
And then your start going.
Which lunch break? I need to go on lunch break. I'm here from. I went for you. Yeah. Who you want with this? Awesome, you can have a start. I am under the rock, rocking higher than Jehovah hide me. I'm under the rock. Go tell my enemy, I am under the rock. Jehovah hide me. I am under the rock. Wanna talk to one of Hold now, baby. The end time back. We said to us, I really don't have to go up on the block. In another time, we have to go up. Feel we can hold it up to keep and chat, fast, pay attention. Even have the love. So keep on the word. Fast and pray and stand on the rock. Keep on the word. Fast and pray and stand on the rock. No, stop. We don't leave school, sir. So all the lads, we have to do it up. When you look up the eye and the pride of life, I have no pride.
on the word, fast and pray and stand. Sleep on the word, fast and pray and stand. And then you want to go die. And the fire of the Lord keep burning. And the word of the Lord, everything is farming. Salvation free, must keep turning. Salvation free, must keep turning. When I got to work at 3 o'clock now, when I have any end time clap. See that what I need to have to come up on it up. In another time, we have to go over. Fill with the Holy Ghost to keep and chop fast, see the dancing. In Babylon, come in by the word, fast and pray and stand on the rock. Keep on the word, fast and pray and stand on the rock. Come here, you really turn 60. Any problem you have, and Jesus Christ have to fix it. Listen up, the church is one foundation. It's Jesus Christ our Lord. Church! The gospel bells are ringing. Let all be singing. Singing with soul winning. Singing with soul winning. When I come to walk at 3 o'clock now, who you not penny? The end time stop. This is what our religion have to come up on the block. In a them time, we have to power back. Fill with the Holy Ghost to keep and track fast, Satan thing. Him got it up. Keep on the word, fast and pray and stand on the rock. Keep on the word, fast and pray and stand on the rock. Who wanna get to walk at 3 o'clock now? Who don't have penny? The end time job. This is what our religion have to come up on the block. In a them time, we have to power back. Fill with the Holy Ghost to keep and track fast, Satan thing. Him Babylon. Fight on the word, fast and pray and stand on the rock. Keep on the word, fast and pray and stand on the rock. Keep on the word, fast and pray and stand on the rock.
Brother, fast and pray, stay under the rock. Yes, man. Whatever you could hear it. Stand under the rock. I am just wasn't our spoken like that.
All right, just before we continue again, the driver of Silver Round 48784 HD, we're asking you please to go and just be kind to another person. It's an emergency. So the driver of a Silver Round 4, license plate 8784 HD, please go and address the situation. All right, so we're getting ready. Getting ready with our monies.
Yes, give it in love. Store it above. Give it with a willing heart.
Yes, and the scene.
So those who
getting ready as well.
let me see development, everybody going on them. Who some man take out in his bag and tread bag.
Machine.
Yes.
Who have their card? Chip card. Who have chip card?
Hey, of course, I can't that chip card.
I'm point of sale machine and we just
Right. Some church have that. I don't know if the Baptist church them have it, but me know some church have it.
Yes, some church have it.
We don't want none. We don't have no money. All right, going down the bag. Look there, him reach up in front there. The master take out him money of county. And so Jesus said they watch the people them on them of county, you know. And see which one he then go and give. And he look on the widow Midas as she give the most. Make me see which one of them he might take out. You should make me see. The one in the middle. Okay. All right. So we're going to have our offering now. And followed by that, we're going to give you a break. We are run the thing good. And you need to get up and move about a bit. Hello, we are highest bus 2735 JM, a highest bus. You need to move. No, the highest bus, 2535 JM. All right. Yes. All right, where the ushers at? So they must line up. Them ushers, yes, man. Jamaican ushers, them nice. You see, all of them in some Jamaican something up one Ghana and hibiscus Jamaica. All right.
Looking good.
All right. So yeah, you go back it's offering.
All right, let us pray. Time to bless the offering.
Let us pray.
Lord, we thank you for all that you have given unto us, for the earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof, the world, and all who dwell therein. And as we are about to give, we ask that you bless both gifts and givers for the honor and the glory of your holy name, through Jesus Christ, your Son. Amen. As the offering is collected,
yes,
they do their thing.
All right, take it away, the steel band, and just give it in love. Story it about.
And I enjoy this one. Lord Jesus. At least she's enjoying herself. Yeah, good job, guys. I'll be back, okay? Miss your message, not so fast. Miss, hello, miss. Is it because you moved from the thing? How are you? I'm here. 411. What's up? The last one. Three 770. Alright. Let's go back there. No. We'll go over there Saturday. I have something again. You never see it? Give me a shot. So then. It computer, I know the host. Here. Salem. Look over the sun, ready? Okay. I know you didn't see. Let me tell you, Maya. I just joined. Yes, it's working. walk with me. I want to catch a pace, yeah? I want to catch a pace. Turn around. But we are walk fast, man. Please. Wait. You're not gonna bring it. Hi. It's YouTube. Yes. What do we have here? Chocolate tea with bread. Okay, good. Tickets and stuff. Yeah. You seen it? My battery's dying. Turn it off. What is this? Hello, good night. Cornmeal pudding, gizzardo.
Oh my God.
My phone's died, yeah? Gotta be careful.
All right, put your hands together for this Gilbert. That's very, very good. Keep going down that street, man. Keep like straight down. They're very good. Let me hear that. Put your hands together for them, man. Yes, I mean, this is up with the way they worship. I'm going to recognize this song. All right, so we're coming down. What I pledge my heart forever. That was it. Where side there? Dog hit me over, teacher. All right, so let us just say, well, after 3, 1, 2, 3, for health and strength and daily food, we praise thy name, oh Lord. Amen. All right, at break time, well, I'm gonna get your sin things down. I'm gonna find your dumpling and come back. You will hear us up here calling you when we're ready to start back. All right.
Suppose sit Zoom with this.